Welcome back to Salt and Sacrifice. I'm Arima, and we're going to see if we can make some more progress. At the end of last episode, we took down the first of the mages and ripped his heart out. You know, as you do. We got this beautiful grappling hook that really helps with traversal and has some pretty neat mechanics to it. And the first thing we're going to do is actually go back to camp, I think, because they said that they wanted us to take out a mage's heart. And I'm curious if anyone at camp has anything that they have to say about what we just did. On top of the fact that I kind of like to show you the crafting system that is involved with mage slaying. So we're going to talk to Hera here first. Nice work, Inquisitor. Arzen Tin will no longer kindle his foul flame in Ashbourne Village. If you haven't yet, I recommend taking any relics you collected, from his corpse to warpsmith Zachiel. If you're to survive in these lands, you will need to learn how to use the very essence of the mages against them. Through Carnificus, even the foulest magic can become a tool of the righteous. Hunt mages, Inquisitor. Devour their feasting hearts. Before we do that, there is, up to the left, as I showed last time, there's an altar, and we are going to go ahead and level up. So we can level up 6 times. So in this one, unlike Dark Souls, you just kind of like do a generic level up, and you'll see that we get a whole bunch of black starstones and gray starstones. Black starstones get you nodes in the skill tree. Grays gets you basically respec. They give you things that let you change your options. Those grays actually have a really important significance, however. So I can only ever grab nodes from nodes that I have surrounding, right? However, these 3 are disconnected. And this was a little bit of a hint towards people, is that you don't have to have your nodes connected. And one thing that I know for a fact is that I'm going to want endurance, which is basically the maximum equip load. I'd ideally like to get enough equip load that I can wear this heavy armor, because I like heavy armor in games, without having to worry about fat rolling, basically. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some endurance here, and then I'm going to go straight to Class 2 Juggernaut, which if I do find any Class 2 armor in the world, it will help me equip it. But it also gets me a point of endurance as well, so it's pretty useful in that regards. However, the class ones are more expensive, so you don't always want to take them. So for example, I'm going to take endurance here and endurance here instead of taking this next one, which would cost me 2 points anyways. And I think I'll grab some vitality. I don't think I'm going to be using focus points, because focus points are specifically regarding things that like use focus. It's basically like magic, right? And then rage is things that's it's like the alternate resource, right? Focus is more of the expendable resource of magic. Meanwhile, rage is something that you build up with rage-based weapons over time. And that's kind of just something that's going to be inherent to each weapon, and I don't know yet if we're going to be doing something that's focus-based or rage-based. So we're going to come over here and talk to this guy. Great to see your safe return. Now, what can I help you with? Crafting. The technical term for warpsmithing is Carnificus, creating magical artifacts from the flesh and bone relics of the mages you slay. Mages are conduits to realms of pure energy. The art of Carnificus is to capture that energy as a solid metal. Armor crafted from a pyromancer's flesh, for example, may feel like cool metal, when in reality it is the purest, hottest fire made solid. Enhancement. Up on that ridge is an enhancement table, where you can use any pyre stone you found to sharpen your blades or toughen your armor, magically speaking. When someone undergoes the transformation into magehood, it is not all too uncommon for chunks of magical essence to harden into stone within their crooked bodies. Who's Tarunan? Tarunan prays his holy name. God of the Forge, his flesh merged with Alix, god of fiery fury. Their union given the name Mandan. Divine child of shining metals. Pa, listen to me, droning on about the gods. All I know is that there is divinity in the fire of my forge and the singing of metals. Nice, simple man. See you around. So, we can craft equipment. For now, we just have all of this, but if you notice, it all requires various materials that come from the guy we just killed. And we don't actually have enough to make anything yet. Well, we have enough to make this, but most of these things we don't have enough to make. The axes that you see over top of this is actually not related to your ability to make it. It's related to the ability for you to use it. So I can actually make some of this armor, but I don't have class 2 light armor, so I can't wear it yet. So there's a Vanguard here, but it scales off of Dexterity and Arcane. So I'm not super interested. And this Blaze Brand, which is I think is a one-handed sword. Yeah, it says class 2 high blade. So that's basically like a super long sword, almost like a katana. Is Dexterity based. We got an Arcana weapon. Strength. Strength might be something closer to what we do. And it does actually have a forbidden glyph that uses rage. I think the forbidden glyphs are the magical side of things, though, and we want divine glyphs if possible. But the nice thing is that even if we don't use any of this armor or weapons, every single one of these guys also has some rings and some charms. So there's a ring, an amulet, a dagger, which is still just an equipable, because that dagger is what I use to rip the mage's heart out, and a display trophy, which I believe we can, yeah, it says we can add it to our tent. So this ring adds some max HP, this is some defense, and some fire attack. We don't actually have any fire attack, so for now I'm just going to make this ring, which gives me some maximum HP. Go ahead and equip that, and we did a little bit of a top off, and then we can enhance our equipment. I do actually like our Palatine Vanguard here, our weapon that we started with, so I'm going to level it up once with some of the upgrade materials we got from defeating him. Unfortunately, we do not have enough to take it any farther than that. And then there's another person in town here I'd like to speak to, but I'm going to see if Hera has anything better to say to me. No, she just basically told me to continue my good work. But there's someone over here. This one's really important. Upgrade hunter tools. So this is actually, basically you can upgrade them with their maximum amount of ammo, and you can upgrade your flasks. But if you find anything new in the world, you can take it to this lady. Hello, Inquisitor. My name is Trista. I am the verdant voice, one who speaks for the herbs, fungi, and minerals. You are welcome to use my apothecary's tools to restock and improve your supplies. Wonderful. You've already devoured a mage. A haze spiral, eh? The haze burnt are sad beings, their souls plagued by the arcane warp of the mages. I shall craft for you a haze decoction, useful in the runic arts. So now we have the haze decoction. This basically is if we had focus we were using, which if we had focus on our weapon, it would replace the rage bar to the right of our weapon in the top left corner there. But if we did have focus, we would be able to use that in order to replenish focus. And it works very similar to the flask. But we don't have any focus, so and we're not going to plan on using any focus weapons, so we're going to go ahead and unequip that. And then over here is just a locked door. Is there anything else you can get me for the time being? Ooh, Wisp Leaf. Wisp Leaf is a miraculous herb, capable of clearing the body of most harmful toxins when repaired correctly. I shall craft for you an antidote. When you find a new herb, fungus, or mineral, please bring it to me. I can craft for you that gives voice to the fruits of nature. That was a little bit of an awkward sentence. Ooh, there's a chest down here. Just some basic materials. Another does not open from the side door. Some more basic materials. Ooh, a firebomb, though. I actually do like my firebombs. I like consumables quite a bit. And just gonna check down here real quick. And that's locked. That's what I thought. I kind of avoided exploring this place last time because I really wanted to get to the point where I had killed at least one mage. Do you have anything to say? You've devoured a mage. Tell me, Inquisitor, how do you feel? I feel alive. There's no doubt you are burdened by the mage-bane rite. Devouring the heart of a mage will relieve you of some of that pain. Pardoner's Vale is peaceful. There is chaos all around us, but in this Moonlight Vale, we are safe. Is there nothing more you want to tell me? I am surprised that you do not have more information for me. I expected another quest or another bit of information, but I think for now, we just need to find some more mages to eat. You know, om nom on the mages. So we're going to put in the code for Ashbourne Village again and head through the star date. I mean, mirror date, right? Totally not a star date. We will always reappear here in the same place, the same obelisk. And if we head over here... Oh, there is another way to summon the mages that we fought again, but I have forgotten for the moment what that was. But if we do find it, we'll try it out. Basically, we can summon more pyromancers, unnamed pyromancers, because that first one was a named pyromancer, and the unnamed pyromancers will drop all of the various loot of a pyromancer, so that we can try and craft more items, but they won't give us more progress towards opening gates. We have a talking tree. The one before me is worthy to hear my voice, and so my voice is heard. There are cries near and far. They awaken me. To the south, the perversion of reality encroaches. I speak the language of the mirror gate. Will you follow it to Bol Goran? Sure. A satisfactory response. Venture now to Bol Goran. Exterminate that which threatens life. So he gave me a new room. And a new destination, Bol Goran. And I probably shouldn't just be yeeting myself off these cliffs. I just realized that there is quite a bit of falling damage, and it is quite fatal. Before we head to Bol Goran, though, I am going to do a little bit of exploration. And I'd also sort of like to maybe get a little bit more experience with my weapons and a little bit more experience in the game, like the statistical experience, under my belt before I head to what I already know is a harder area. Ugh. See, even these little guys can be really deadly. I just yeeted me off aside. Remind me not to fight near cliffs. It'd be nice if I could find some sort of heal off of an item, potentially. What does this say? Oh, well, I just opened that. So I'm guessing that that was probably a door that said defeat one mage to open. There's a guy up here. Grappling up twice, come talk to him. Thank the gods, an inquisitor. I returned from a journey to Ashbourne Village only to discover what had become of it. I had even forgotten about the village's warding seals. Many of the doors are impassable while powerful mages still roam. You did it. You broke the warding seal and opened the door. Finally, I can return home. Nothing else to say. I guess they sort of expected me to find that guy earlier. My apologies. Let's wait. We got some pirates here and the remains of some sort of battle. Excuse me. Ow. Excuse me. Jerk. Shooting me with a crossbow midair. I don't like the look of a ladder that leads up into darkness. I'm going to go ahead and heal ahead of time. Oh, yep. Can I push this guy off? See ya. Oh, he's not dead, though. Eh. He might not be dead, but he's out of my life. See if we can get up to this chest. Ooh, just barely in time. Ooh, a steel rapier. Let's just trying to see how that... I mean, I can't actually properly wield it, mind you. Well, I mean, it is exactly how you would imagine a rapier is. Okay, we're good. We don't need that in our life. I am open to other weapons. Don't get me wrong, but I don't really like the pokey stabs. I prefer some hefty swings. I know I just came up here, but I want to check down here. Come on. There we go. Felt like I was just like an infinite loop of waiting for that guy to have an opening. Kind of curious what happened here. There's all these burnt out spots. I mean, I guess this might be where that pyromancer mage was hunting. I did find him originally quite close to this location. But it seems like more than just that happened here. Gotta wake up a little bit earlier to catch me with that crossbow. Sorry, mate. Let's go down, because a lot of what we care... Everything's fine. Nothing happened. It's not like I almost missed that cliff. It's fine, it's fine. We're all good. Where does this lead? I think this goes... Yeah, this goes right back down to where we were just a moment ago. Oh, and I just yeeted myself across the stratosphere. And I just saw that there was a ladder there. Okay, yep, There was a ladder there that we could have kicked down. Okay, so, let's try that again, shall we? Yep, same as last time, yeah. This is up to par, Now that we got rid of your bigger friend, we can take down these guys. Oh, hey, I just noticed that that guy, he seems to have headed home, I guess. So I noticed last time that, yeah, we can probably use this as a shortcut. Nice. And the enemy moved slightly. Interesting. Ooh, we got an ash pyre from that. I had noticed back whenever we were home that ash pyres is one of the upgrade materials. So that's to upgrade like armor and weapons and stuff like that. It's a nice little combo. The shield bash into an uppercut into a downcut. Enough to take out most people, it looks like. Make the jump. Yeah. We're going to head back right to where we were a moment ago, mostly because I think that's a shortcut, and I really would like to get that shortcut open. There's a way up as well, though. Okay. Yeah, okay. We're done with this. Not going to play that game all day. Okay. Just be a little bit more careful this time. Don't yeet yourself into oblivion. And open the shortcut. There we go. It's a little bit of progress. A hunter's cross spear. It is a half spear with dexterity scaling. Ooh, that's really nice. It also has a block to it. I might have to see if I can find a holy spear. A holy spear would be really nice and fit with our build very, very nicely. Like, and whenever we want to really go on the offensive, just kind of spin the Darth Maul right into their face. Gonna head back up here, do a little bit more of exploration, see if we can find anything interesting. I mean, we have to jump across, right? I mean, we have to try whatever this is. Looks like a trap. Was not a trap. Okay, good, good. I don't like the look of this. You're gonna talk to me? You are not gonna talk to me. 2 hits and fully depleted my stamina. Ooh! That was close, sir. That was very close. Want one of these? Yeah. That's the value of those perfect blocks. Oh. The amount of chunk that he throws me whenever he does hit me is really impressive. Yep, I didn't time the perfect block properly, so just got bashed in the face. Do have a poison bomb, though. Curious how he feels about that. Well, he's poisoned. I guess there's no point in poisoning him more. Yeah, this might be a bit of a futile endeavor here. Let's just yeet some axes into his face for a moment. You know, just softening the jar. I mean, murdering him completely. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was a completely legitimate kill. There's, you know, no cheese whatsoever. I'm lactose intolerant, so I couldn't possibly have cheesed him. Impossible. Possible. Got another slingshot grappling hook path here. I don't know if this is a shortcut or something new. At least have a chest. Exotic strand. Not sure what that would be useful for. We'll probably take it to our herbologist lady and see if she has any idea. A lot of doors that don't open from this side. A lot of potential for exploration in the future. And surprisingly long winding path here. I will admit, if I have a map, which this game does not have, I'm not 100% sure where I am anymore at this point. Okay, so there's a frozen person, and there's a person meditating. Given those options, I'm going to talk to the person meditating first. By the gods, I'm saved. Thank you, Inquisitor. My name is Shopkeeper Arnold. That's part of your name? Weird. I'll return to Pardon's Vale while I shall open my shop for business. Cool. Let's check this super fast before we talk to... Ooh, glad I did. There's a pilgrim's post. And that looks like... Yeah, we've been down there. That's the other side of one of the areas we were at before. So this is a shortcut to get over here, it looks like. So what is this? Ah, named mage. Devour Zend. I see a frozen wind emerge from below Ashpeach Castle. Barred from entry, Zend wallows in cold despair. Let's do it. It'd be amazing if we managed to get at least one mage hunt in per episode, but don't know if that's actually going to occur. I think one of the things that I'm going to need, and I should be on the lookout for, is I'm going to need more stamina. Looks like we already found him. Ooh, you just summoned and left. How rude. Oh, you teleported behind me, and I honestly, you know, that was a really big teleport animation and everything, and I just completely didn't notice, so that's on me. Oh, something up here. More ore. Just gonna back off. You know, gotta love being a little tanky. That guy charged me and I just did not even budge. I normally play these kinds of games, you know, the Souls style games as fast road builds. But this is something different for me, and I will admit, I kinda get the reason why people do this. Oh, I want that. That's cool. Oh, okay. I tried to dodge through the little ice bolt thingy, but it wasn't having it. Okay. I want you dead, though. Nice. Got some icy lungs from him. Things with the Yeti didn't fare as well this time. What? He kind of just reached through my shield there. Excuse me, personal space. Oh man, that mage burn or haze burn or whatever they're called. He just wrecked you, dude. Okay, looks like our mage friend fled off to the west here. Another Yeti. Probably need to stop just tanking blows, despite the fact that I am, running this tanky character. Looks like he fled off to the northeast. Back to the scene of the crime. His little icy minions are not quite as tanky, not quite as hardy. Where is he? I think he's up. Yeah, he's up. This chase is a little bit harder than the last one, starting to really run me low on resources. But we just got his name, so he has stopped to fight us. Fortunately, that means he has stopped to fight us. So, Mitt's blessing, for sure. For sure. No, I didn't want to roll into that. Yeah, he's rocking us. Oof. Man! Go ahead and take that. Oh, there we go. That's that counterattack. Yeah! 40 damage right to the face. He might be rocking us, but this is not going to be a long fight. And we got him, and just in time too, because his attack was coming back on us. Completely out of resources. And it's still trying to kill us in the cutscene. I really hope... Okay, thank you. I was hoping that I wasn't going to just, murder us as soon as we got out of the cutscene. So that's 2 down, which means that we can open that door that we saw in the underground somewhere. The comforting cold abandons me. Life itself abandons me. There's no hope in this place. Only despair. Your destruction brings hope. You may destroy me, but despair encroaches. The endless tide. The rage-filled heat takes this fragile form. The cold still is shattered. And thunk. Okay. I think I vaguely remember where I am. I'm going to see if I can get to the nearest bonfire. And we're going to end the episode by heading back to town and seeing what... Oh, okay. I survived. Don't mind me, dude. We're going to head back to town and end the episode by seeing what this particular mage has to offer us. He's more cold, so there's a possibility for some tankier weapons, maybe some heavy armor, something of the like. And I also want to check this. Oh, it's just a skeletal shard. The nice thing is now that you have this travel thing, you can actually get around town a little bit easier. There's actually this thing over here that takes you over to the level up area, which we're going to level up after looking at our stuff, because I think the equipment should influence the build and not vice versa. So, craft equipment. So now we got this cold stuff. Class 2 heavy armor. I was correct. It's cold blue plate armor forged from ice-made flesh. Legend has it that old Kolena, god of stillness and cold, keeps for themselves those that perish to ice. That is promising. We have a class 2 half spear. It has forbidden glyphs on it, though, so it would be a little bit hard for us to do, and it's arcane scaling. We have a rapier. We have a staff, magic weapon. We have a vanguard. It does use rage, which is nice, and strength, but it's still a forbidden glyph, so it doesn't have the divine on it. And we have a... Let's check the whip. Looks like more forbidden glyphs. This two-hander, more magic on it, strength scaling. Short bow, though, could be useful, because the short bow will replace our throwing axes. Oh, but it does distill off of dexterity. And then maximum stamina. That's really good. Increases total attack, total defense. Again, we're going to make the ring. Having the options when it comes to these rings is really nice. Okay. So we don't have anything super interesting there yet. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade our weapon. And since I've kind of dedicated ourselves to sticking with at least heavy armor, and I like the divine build, I'm going to avoid magic. Magic is for heretics. So we're going to go ahead and put all of our points into dealing with divine skills and with stamina and such like that. So down here was this glyph reader. This is divine glyphs. And it looks like the stat that is associated with that is conviction. So instead of having focus, we're going to have conviction. We'll go ahead and, in preparation for potentially getting one soon, we're going to go ahead and put some points into this. It'll get our conviction higher, which does mean that I think, yeah, so our weapon actually scales off of strength and conviction. And since we have the strength going, we might want to look into, yeah. We actually don't even have the ability to, we don't even have class 1 vanguards. Huh. I guess ours is like a class 0 or something like that. But this will be a straight damage increase for us. So we're going to go ahead and take this. And I'm going to show something off real quick, just because I can. So let's see if I can still do it. Oh, I can't do it here because this is a starting point for our character. Basically, they're not going to allow me to neuter myself. But this conviction only adds 0.1 damage. So I'm going to go ahead and show off this mechanic because this is a really interesting mechanic. And this is a kind of useless use for it, but you might be able to see how there is some very interesting things you can do with your skill tree. So this point of conviction here, it only adds 1 point of conviction, but we have 2 more points before our next level of glyph reader. And it's entirely possible that we find things that have level 3 divine glyphs on it, like right away. That's not necessarily a later game thing. That's just like something that takes a little bit more skill to get into. So we do want to kind of push for this glyph reader right away. So what we can do is we can actually refund this point, and we keep this. So despite the fact that our path does not connect, we do actually manage to keep the extra thing. So this allows you to do some kind of interesting things with the build. And then we can spend the point again on this side, making broken paths, leading us to allow us to have things that are valuable, like these major nodes, and skipping over some of the minor nodes, because there's enough, look at the size of this tree. There's enough minor nodes on the map that we're going to get enough points anyways. This is where all of our attribute points come from, but most of our power comes from our weapons and upgrading our weapons. So the minor points are just kind of like little benefits, little passive benefits to how much you have of something. And there's more of them on the map always. So it's going to be a long time before like we run out of all the strength ones, for example. So in the time being, it's a better use of our power to get to where we're going faster, especially if we run into something that has a requirement, which we haven't run into yet, but I can assure you it's going to happen relatively soon. Whenever I played this with my friend, we had only got into the third monster of the game. So we're pretty close to the point where I'm going to be in fully new territory. But this has been Salt and Sacrifice, and I've been Arima. I hope you guys have been enjoying the episode, and I hope you have a good night. Thank you.